YouTube, y'all know what time it is. We got another death battle. Today we got Ichigo versus Yusuke. I watched both of these. His ass kind of thick, bro. What's going on with that? Can't lie, that is a figure. Not in the high waters. Dog, what is going on with his ankle? Regardless. Anyway, Ichigo look like a. They both kind of. All right, I don't know what's going on with these character models. Anyway, check this out. And they just passed each other with smoke immediately.
Kurosaki versus Yusuke Urameshi, the substitute Shinigami of Bleach.
Pause. You know who y'all got in the comments? 1, 2, 3. Damn, I don't know. Ichigo, I got Ichigo. I like Yusuke, bro. I just got Ichigo. I'm pretty sure Yusuke is probably gonna win though, but I got Ichigo.
Versus the spirit detective of Yu
That's my pick.
Hakusho. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Tell me, Boomstick, what happens?
Goku!
Endless nothingness? Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started. Our souls are ferried by Shinigami, gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth. That was my second guess. And when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead, the Soul Society. Works great, till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo Kurosaki, whose tragic anime backstory.
Okay. Let's pay attention. 29 at the end of the show, right? No way he's 29 at the beginning. 145. 5'11", 145, dog. That's bench pressable. Almost the same height. He's an inch taller than me. I'll admit that. I'll admit that. Substitution that got me out. Translator. Better for what? Translate. I don't know. I didn't finish the show. I won't lie to you. Okay.
Way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number 1 why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist. Left with his grief, young Ichigo was crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt. So he lashed out the only way he knew how, beating people up. But this wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia.
Killing things.
To stop a powerful hollow.
Remember, kids, no, let me not say that.
She gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within. Boom!
Stop that right there.
Ichigo's a Shinigami. Substitute Shinigami. To carry out his duties, Ichigo sheds his body for an invisible one made of spiritual matter called Reishi. He can wield vast amounts of spiritual energy, called Ryoku, and exert it offensively in the form of spiritual pressure, or Reiatsu. Okay, that's a lot of big words, but all
a lot of rays.
He's a super-powered ghost.
Wait. While Shinigami are invisible, they are not intangible and can be used by normal people.
Epic sword. His spirit aura is so strong, he can stun lock foes, crushing them under his own power, even fatally. He controls spirit matter in and around him, hardening his skin for defense and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed-boosting skills like Shunpo,
flashed out.
To the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money. And hello to the town's new superhero, with fellow Ghostbusters, Orihime, Chad, and Uryu.
Chad.
Plus Rukia, it was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole. While balancing responsibilities at school, of course. GPA comes first, and maybe a round or two of tech. But it wouldn't be without his Shinigami.
I like Tekken. I just gotta get into it, bro.
It's basically a super-powered spirit.
Maybe next game.
Basically a sword. Ghost sword. Though strangely, Ichigo's sword is composed of 2 distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu, which isn't confusing at all. Just call him Old Man Zangetsu.
This always confused me. Especially him and then the other Gurabak, they just look alike to me. So I thought they were like siblings or something. I didn't know what they had going on.
Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double ghost sword gives each just call him Old Man Zangetsu, including his trademark attack, the sword beam to end all sword beams. Getsuga.
Big ass sword slice.
Incredibly powerful and so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants. He can fire it as a wave, detonate it mid-attack to act as a barrier, and combine 2 at once into the even stronger Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even the biggest hollows down to size, Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He can
No,
make
he's
shots,
145.
shocks, and parries spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower than light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early on, Uryu
I did not
was
know that
so
either.
fast that he left his own shadow behind.
But as Ichigo became
Oh, that's a flex though. That's a
more
flex
involved with
though.
the Soul Society, he quickly found that he wasn't good enough.
This Byakuya guy's so fast, Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music!
Until now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base
I want to say I stopped watching after he.
Shikai. So Ichigo learned to release its inner power, a 10 times boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master. Bankai!
In skyrocketed, letting him turn the tables on
He was
dudes
cooking that
like
boy.
Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole friggin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift is his potential to improve. Despite only being a
Ow,
teenager,
itchy.
he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who had been training for centuries.
Which is
He could
crazy
adapt to new
plot.
weapons and styles mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime
Oh, when Grimjow stopped that man theme music, bro, that's got to be a feat.
cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash
Boom.
that kitty.
You mean Grimjow, right?
Yeah, but even with that main character energy,
Hold
Ichigo
on.
couldn't match Big Bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stopped Ichigo's Bankai.
That's even worse. I think I'm talking about this. I might be completely wrong. I know I'm talking about this because I remember his theme music stopped this.
And his theme song.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Ichigo needed to tap into his unexplained hollow power. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old man Zang's pretty chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still,
Like
Ichigo
dickhead,
needed
bruh.
his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses.
This was so
and heal
cool,
monsters.
bruh.
But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
This is so
Qualification
cool,
exceeds
bruh.
Even Bankai, and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo, the world of hollows.
Full hollow Ichigo could even tear through all 3 layers of hell.
But
How
with
big
help
is
from
it?
His secret Shinigami father, Ichigo continued to train for months in the Dangai, a corridor between dimensions, until he was finally ready to challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin, which crushed
No, none of
his
this.
face like a mini black hole.
I didn't know none of this.
Still
Hold
wasn't
on.
enough.
I didn't even know his dad had powers. Hold on.
By
This is
becoming
new
Getsuga
information.
Itself, Ichigo unleashed his ultimate attack.
What the fuck is that?
Defeating Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have saved everyone, but now it was back to normie.
Oh,
mode.
this must be
Ichigo
when he's
never truly
29.
realized until then just how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
And he did, thanks to a surprise assist from Rukia. Boom! Shinigami again!
Just in time for a 1,000-year blood war with a final endgame boss, Yuhabak.
Who planned to end everything.
Ow.
And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's. And
I didn't
possessed by
notice.
a hollow. Hence, his two
I did not notice
spirits,
either.
One Quincy, the other Hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within. With that came a new Shikai and 2 new Zanpakuto.
True Shikai! If you thought Ichigo was strong before, oh boy!
I didn't know this thing got stronger.
Shinigami alive! They're dead. Undead? Yeah.
Stronger than Kanpachi, who could split the Dangai in half. Stronger than Senjumaru, who shook heaven and earth across the realms. And strong enough to match Yuhabak, even after he absorbed.
Yobak stated true Kai Ichigo regained the power he used to defeat Aizen, insinuating that he reached or surpassed his prior peak.
The Soul King.
Juiced up with Soul King power, Yuhabak could nuke all 3 realms. The human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo, plus the Dangai and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, Just the Soul King's corpse sent a shockwave across all the realms.
And it's not a matter of disrupting the flow of
Okay,
souls.
I picked the right.
Yubaba
I picked the right
was able to
team.
end everything through sheer power alone.
But Ichigo still wasn't done powering up.
Entering a new half-hollow form and merging
Dang, how many transformations? Like 8.
Suga Tencho with a mighty hollow attack.
God.
And Ray Sero.
Making a giant crescent slash that
I don't like the
space
sword though. I'm not
itself.
gonna lie,
All
but
that power culminating in his true bond.
what that matter? It's strong as
Power
fuck.
So great, even Yubaba was scared of it.
Joke's on you. Ichigo didn't even need it. You're done.
What?
Finally content.
What is that?
Years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward.
So now he's 29. And he looks it. They do that boy
Most
head.
teenagers have no idea what they want to do with their life. However, that was hardly a problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi, because he only ever wanted to do one thing.
Throw hands. It don't matter who the
Facts.
best are. Be
What's his weight though? That's really the determining factor. But off height, he's losing.
they women, old folk, or babies, Yusuke lived to fight.
Yeah, he did mink up a woman too. I remember that. Yeah, old people, babies, everybody get it. Hands by everything. Hands by RS.
It's what gave life meaning. Who cares about stupid things like friends and family?
Which is why it was so surprising when one day he threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child,
Boom!
bringing that reckless life to a screeching halt.
Truck-kun claims another victim.
But this is chapter 1 of a battle shonen, so death is hardly the end.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky skeleton in a hood who arrived to claim Yusuke's soul. It was a blue-haired
shout out
anime
Grim.
girl on a broomstick.
This was Botan, whose job was to ferry Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to the afterlife.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for him, he was such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him. Imagine being such a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell
I'm sorry, what the Alright, this nigga's hilarious, bro.
with his pants down.
So the underworld surrogate king, Koenma, offered Yusuke an alternative.
The baby.
He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally, Yusuke did what anyone would do in that situation.
Choose that option.
Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean,
Oh, never mind.
he was never really good for anything, and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the point of coming back to life? It's not like his mom would be sad, or his childhood sweetheart Keiko would be heartbroken, or even his rival Kuwabara would shed manly tears. Oh man.
At the sight of loved ones who cared far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability. In his
The
quest
minking
to beat
people,
the
bro. That's
gods
all
out
you
of
see.
humankind,
Look at him just.
Yusuke learned to harness Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable. Heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Even early on, Yusuke could parry Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky. And with the help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast
Spirit
anyone.
gun!
My favorite shonen move ever.
Big eye blast.
Spirit gun. At first, Yusuke had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much as he wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile
Pause, bro. Hold on.
than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a spirit shotgun, a mighty AoE blast, or a spirit punch, where he keeps the energy stored in his fists and clobbers the hell out of you. And the spirit wave, a Kamehameha from before we uncultured Americans knew what a Kamehameha was.
He
Yeah.
may be a punk, but he's
No, it's
deceptively
not the same
skilled and
thing.
cunning in battle.
He's not afraid to fight dirty, throwing his shoes, using sleight of hand to place cigarettes on his foe to track them in the dark.
Personally, I'd call that smart, and his hand-to-hand is A+. He's matched experts like Kabata
He do got hands. We can't deny that. Ichigo got a sword though, you know what I'm
who's
saying?
said to have mastered all forms of martial combat.
But his best secret is how quickly he improves. All it takes is a round of training or someone threatening
Damn,
his
she was
friends,
beating the
and
shit out of him.
Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies, even if it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local threats at best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass.
Demons.
We're talking end of the world.
As Yusuke forged bonds with new allies, like demons Hiei and Kurama, as well as his old pal
Shout out Hiei,
he
the
found
original
himself facing
Sasuke.
opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush their souls with sheer aura.
But Yusuke needed to survive and protect his loved ones. So he had no choice but to rank up, even if it meant absorbing the power of a small star. Thanks, Genkai!
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or joules per second. Small stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000th of that. So this spirit orb's energy per
Oh, my phone just vibrated on every ball I ever had.
equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Enough to
Okay,
send
that's a
Toguro
lot.
to the grave.
A
Even after
lot.
pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to face S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring
This nigga
stick for
pissed
what
me off.
top-tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing. He compared destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
According to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And even A-class
Wait, what?
according to Genkai,
No, if you decided you were sick of this word and wanted to obliterate it, I no longer have the power to stop you.
Yusuke could
Oh shit.
destroy the planet too, if he really wanted.
Based on Sensui and Genkai's wording, they are likely referring. Yeah,
And even A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls.
Enema guy.
He fought the Netherworld
Okay.
King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them to the point where he overloaded Yakumo with his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out Yusuke was a demon himself.
Yeah.
Descendant of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence.
That boy was starving himself because he didn't want to eat people because he was in love. Fact.
Ryzen, the demon.
That's
king.
tough.
With his Mizoku mark, Yusuke can channel Ryzen's spirit for a huge power boost and a massive thirst for murder boost. This was his first taste of a dangerous new
Is that his
and
balls?
a massive thirst for
Is that his ass? What part of the body is this?
This was his first taste
Whatever.
of a dangerous new type of spirit energy, Yoki.
A form of energy used by demons. Like normal Reiki, it can be amplified by intense emotions. Unlike normal Reiki, its use creates a pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage and bloodlust. The feral
Why he's
animal
going
within.
crazy?
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun.
Boom!
It's the same thing, but red. Oh, and it's strong enough to blast Sensui past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate
Why do you sound like that?
to rule
Okay.
the demon world. But as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Self-reflection? From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that
Don't he-
later.
he-
There's a tournament.
Does he
to
not
win.
power up again? Yeah, there we
Which one
go.
are you, girl, baby, or grandparents is first?
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic final battle, he was still growing. He had become far stronger than before, even achieving a unique version of the Mizoku form separate from Ryzen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power.
Yeah, there we go. There we
Sensuous
go.
Sacred energy, but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's golden glowy.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi, creating an explosion that split the heavens above and decimated the Okunin tree below, pushing the Demon King himself to his absolute limits.
But then, Yusuke lost. It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He'd grown up
thought-
and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's connections.
Never
with
mind.
others
It's been a while since I
motivated him
watched
above
it.
All else. and it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But I wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood. Or
From what I'm hearing, Ichigo slams.
threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat
Maybe.
your stupid
Yeah,
ass.
Ichigo slams.
Long has its return been foretold, but now, finally, it is reborn.
The original Death Battle shirt that once
I knew it. I was like, there's no way they don't put an ad here. Okay. Come on, let's get into it. Who y'all think gonna win? Drop it right now. Ichigo. I got Ichigo. All right. Come on, Orange Man.
That's a demon. That's a hollow. No doubt about it.
Leave his body behind, bro. No thought about it. Oh, he started out with the 2 blades off rip. I thought we was gonna have to get there. Ooh. Fucked up. Pick that sword up, gang. Bitch.
Chump change. Reckless idiot. What a baby. Little demon energy got you scared.
Or class.
Yetsuga. Two at once? Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Come on.
Let's devour him together.
Hey, first to transform usually loses. Let's see.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just don't beat back!
Ooh, that was kind of tough. Ooh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Come on, Ichi, man.
Rude awakening. This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner? Let's do it. Like old times.
Yeah. I like the atmosphere. I like it. I like the background.
Is that the best you can do? I can go even faster if you'd like. Hell yeah! Bring it on!
That boy just like throwing hands. You gotta respect it.
You, even if it kills me, I'm putting it all on the line. You better do the same. Screw that.
Dang, is that a black hole? What is that? Yeah! It's up and it's over. I win.
Give me a freaking break.
Tough. One.
KO! You think the afterlife
See, the
offers-
difference is Ichigo won his show, is the strongest. This nigga's not. Bet.
Flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters, starting with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem, and resist auras like Taguro's that are similar to Reiatsu, so Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the spirit gun.
I
could
told you, bro.
Tensho,
I
and
told
he had
you.
stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dongai training.
And all those swords. He just had way more abilities to
I
play
told
with.
you, bro.
Likewise, speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early on and obviously got much faster over time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start.
Doing that from the
He's gotten
beginning.
Faster too. He couldn't even see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed, and Ichigo reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilized the same power. So, Ichigo takes
Blitz.
speed.
Yep.
Yusuke's fought
Yep.
plenty of foes faster or more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kinda both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick.
And that
to
boy
react
just tough.
with
That boy
cleverness with
throw hands.
He's good enough to match Kabano, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So
Oh, that
both
sword
have their
though.
strong
You got a sword. You know what I'm saying?
with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages: power.
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is
But Ichigo's-
crazy.
Similarly, mid-series
Morphing
Ichigo
that.
could shake Huecomundo, tear through hell, and block attacks that could destroy the Soul Society. But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time, pretty close to Yuhabak's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not.
Uh.
He's also gonna destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions inside it.
Each containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized worlds. Plus, Ichigo matched Yuhabak in True Shikai, without his additional boost from Half Hollow and True Bankai.
As always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way. But
Which is crazy because if you think about it, we've never seen Ichigo's full power, and that's so ass. That's so odd. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big, giving Ichigo the final edge. Sorry if things got messy, but that's just how Ichigo's.
The winner is Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's gonna take me a second to recover from that one. Oh Lord, no, that was so bad. That was so bad.
Next time
Okay.
on Death Battle.
Ooh, who we got? This is Oh, what is this? Oh, Metal Sonic. Okay. Metal Sonic versus Cell.
Subscribe and join.
Metal Sonic, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Metal Sonic might have that. What's up, Alora Rowe? How are you? I am great. Here to promote something. Honest. That's here to do. Just honest. Just do it already. Go ahead and get it done.
Join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Death Battle is back, and so is our new tabletop gaming channel.
All right. So I was right about Ichigo winning. I'll take my dub on that. If y'all said you're a Messi. Oh, you're a Messi. Who is that? Last name. Anyway, if you say Yusuke, take your L. Your L in the comments. If you won, let me know if you lost. Share and subscribe. It's your boy Destry. We out. Peace.